They said Toyota couldn't do it. They said the Tundra was too late, too thirsty, and that the big three had this segment locked down forever. But what if I told you that the all-new * 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just good, it's the truck that just fixed the biggest mistake in modern pickups. For years, every single one of us has complained about one glaring, ridiculous flaw, an Achilles heel that killed the range and hurt the utility of the previous model, a major oversight that made it feel less like a true workhorse and more like a Sunday cruiser. Well, guess what? Toyota listened. They didn't just listen, they over-delivered. This isn't just a mid-cycle refresh, this is Toyota sending a seismic shockwave through the entire truck market, from the work sites of Texas to the muddy fields of the English countryside. We're talking about a beast that's more powerful than ever, way more luxurious inside, and yes, they've finally made that one killer fix that every owner has been begging for since day one. The one change that makes the 2026 Tundra the one you have to buy. And stick with me, because I've got the full US and UK pricing breakdown, the number that truly matters, and trust me, it's going to make you question every other truck on your shortlist. We've got the power, the looks, the tech, but did Toyota solve the legendary reliability problem of the last few years? Let's dive in and find out if the new Tundra is the undisputed champion you've been waiting for. So, let's get straight to the firepower, because what matters most in a proper truck is the grit to get the job done, and the 2026 Tundra absolutely delivers with the return of that exceptional iForce V6 engine. But the real story, the bit that has everyone buzzing from Dallas to Doncaster, is the iForce Max hybrid powertrain, because that thing is an absolute monster, a phenomenal piece of engineering that proves you don't have to sacrifice economy for sheer grunt, and that's the kind of clever thinking we expect from Toyota, isn't it? The standard twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 continues to push out a highly respectable $389 horsepower and $479 pound-feet of torque on most trims, but if you step up to the iForce Max, which is now standard on the TRD Pro and the Capstone, you unlock a seriously impressive $437 horsepower and a staggering $583 pound-feet of torque, making it not just a powerful hybrid, but one of the most powerful full-size truck options available on either side of the Atlantic. And all that muscle is still channeled through the slick, quick-shifting 10-speed automatic transmission, which is truly a workhorse, always finding the right gear, whether you're accelerating hard onto the M1 motorway or creeping over some serious off-road terrain. And the best part is the instantaneous electric torque from the motor generator, because that is the secret sauce here, the thing that makes the Tundra feel responsive in a way its rivals just can't quite match, giving you an immediate surge of power exactly when you need it for overtaking or getting a heavy trailer moving, pushing its max towing capacity up to that crucial 12,000-pound mark on certain configurations, which means it can pretty much handle any job you throw at it, making it a proper contender in a segment historically dominated by the big American three. And crucially for a truck you might be driving every single day, they've made a key change that addresses one of the most vocal criticisms of the previous model, because all Tundra models now come standard with the larger $32.02 gallon fuel tank, which is a massive win for those long hauls, meaning fewer stops at the pump and more time on the road, something everyone from a fleet manager in Birmingham, Alabama to a contractor in Birmingham, England can appreciate, and the improved running range, especially with the hybrid, is a genuine game changer for daily usability. Now, let's pivot to the aesthetic, the sheet metal, the presence this truck commands, because the exterior design of the 2026 Tundra, while not a full generational redesign, remains a statement of sheer intent. It's blocky, it's aggressive, and it absolutely screams capability, so you've still got that massive front grille, which, let's face it, is a love it or hate it proposition, but it's undoubtedly distinctive and it gives the truck a face you can spot a mile away, and the subtle tweaks for this model year focus on refinement rather than revolution, making an already good-looking truck just that little bit better. And one of the most exciting visual updates is the introduction of the new Wavemaker color, an exclusive, eye-catching shade that's only available on the TRD Pro, and it's the kind of hue that's going to turn heads wherever you park it, whether that's outside a high-rise construction site or a remote trailhead. And moving down the trim hierarchy, the SR5's optional SX package now rolls on even larger 20-inch black wheels, giving that mid-range trim a more aggressive, purposeful stance right off the forecourt, adding a great look for a relatively modest uplift in price, which is a smart move from Toyota to keep the popular trims looking fresh, and while the overall silhouette remains the same, which is a rugged and proven design, the functionality has been quietly enhanced, because higher-end trims like the Platinum and the 1794 edition, when optioned with the TRD off-road package, can now be fitted with power running boards, which is a massive convenience feature for both the driver and passengers, especially when trying to climb up into this behemoth. And around the back, the composite bed material is still lightweight yet incredibly strong, offering excellent resistance to dents and rust, and every Tundra comes standard with a power-release tailgate, which is another one of those small, quality-of-life touches that make a huge difference day to day, confirming that Toyota's focus here was on meaningful, practical improvements to an already solid exterior package, rather than purely cosmetic fluff. Shifting our attention to the cabin, the part of the truck where you're going to spend most of your time, and this is where I'm truck, a very smart decision that shows Toyota is listening to their customers, and the limited grade also sees an upgrade, now offering leather-trimmed seats with a distinctive stitching pattern, available in both black and gray, which elevates the feel of this popular trim right into a more premium segment, and a genuinely fantastic update that will be appreciated by off-road enthusiasts and anyone spending long hours behind the wheel is the availability of the new isodynamic seats on the TRD Pro grade, borrowed from the Tacoma TRD Pro, and these things are engineered to keep the driver and passenger stable and comfortable over the roughest terrain using built-in shocks, and while the Tacoma's smaller cabin made them a bit intrusive, the Advanced, with the standard 8-inch infotainment screen and optional massive 14-inch unit dominating the dash, both featuring wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, ensuring seamless smartphone integration right out of the box, and that's paired with an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster for a thoroughly modern driver experience, all of which is tied together with soft touch materials and premium finishes, especially in the Platinum and 1794 edition trims, proving that the Tundra is more than capable of being a rugged work vehicle one minute and a comfortable, luxury-focused family transport the next, hitting that sweet spot that the US and UK buyers truly value in a modern pickup. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the question that's been on everyone's mind since the first spy shots dropped, and that is the price, because all this extra refinement, all that improved capability, and all those fantastic new features inevitably come with a cost, and while the 2026 factor in the standard inclusion of the larger fuel tank and the refined interior touches, making the 2026 Tundra not just an option, but arguably the smartest choice for a new truck right now. So, here's the bottom line, the takeaway you need to remember from this review as you're scrolling through other videos, because the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't a radical departure from the current generation, but what Toyota has delivered is a masterclass in targeted, meaningful refinement, a perfect demonstration of listening to customer feedback and improving the truck where it truly counts. They've taken an already very good truck and made it genuinely great, and the powertrain remains a spectacular highlight, offering a blend of monstrous torque and hybrid efficiency that its key rivals are still scrambling to match, and the tweaks to the interior, especially the move to the shale leather in the capstone and the long-awaited inclusion of rear air vents in the double cab, significantly boost the Tundra's appeal as a truly comfortable, usable daily driver and family hauler, and the exterior retains that bold, aggressive styling that makes it stand out from the crowd, while the functional improvements like the standard large fuel tank and the available power running boards add genuine value, making the overall package incredibly compelling. So if you were on the fence about the Tundra before, if you were waiting for Toyota to really seal the deal, then this is your moment, because the 2026 Tundra is a truck that demands your attention, a formidable contender that is more than ready to take on the best of what Detroit has to offer, and you owe it to yourself to go and check one of these out in person, because seeing and feeling these improvements is the only way to truly appreciate just how far Toyota has pushed the Tundra into the top tier of the full-size pickup market. So tell me in the comments below, what's your favorite feature of the new Tundra, and which trim are you going for, the rugged TRD Pro or the luxurious capstone? Let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth reviews like this one.